with the club.
Yeah. The main issue, we said that the golf ball was sort of pushing to the right there. Now, part of that was to do with the way your feet and body were aiming. Now, like I said before, where your body points doesn't directly affect where the ball goes, but it can affect where the club swings from. And obviously, if you're holding on to the club face or like cover drive sort of shot, and your club is coming from this angle, there's only one way that ball's going to go. So when you're nice and relaxed and you can just almost free release the club, there's no sort of blocking off or cover drive sort of mentality, the ball sort of goes towards your target. On a range, there's no problem. On a golf course, we'll find that push shot will keep creeping in, and then if you try and hit it anti to the right, okay, so you'll swing way left and then just sort of start curving the ball out to the right. So key thing is for me, making sure that we're lined up. This club on the ground felt to you like it was aiming way to the left, wasn't it? If we look at where you're pointing there now, that's pretty much your sort of parallel lines there. That's where your target should be. That's how in a golf ball on that line there. Okay, so in a good start position. Okay, the key thing is now from the top of the backswing, get your body to twist through, get that club working back more in front of you, and the right side now twisting through, and you can see you're staying in balance there a lot more, because your right foot, if we sort of look down on here now, your right foot is starting to move of its own accord. Or if we look at this one on the left, as you get to the top of the backswing here now, as you swing through, that right foot's not really, then it sort of spins round, and as a result of that there, it steps forward. So if we ever get this motion, okay, where you step forward, that's because your lower half hasn't done what it wants to do. It's been dictated by the top half twisting through. And if the right foot gets further back at setup, it will be even harder for your lower half to twist through. So making sure your feet get more in a lined up position, for me, has more effect in terms of your balance. So if your foot's back, you can't twist your right hip out the way. So the top half does its full rotation through impact, and the lower half thinking, hang on, we can't keep up with this. So to try and keep up the last second, it will just jump forward.
Again, when I feel I've done a good shot, I feel as if my hips have come through.
Definitely,
before my club.
It will be, yeah. The sequence in the top of the backswing now, when you get to the top here, your sequence coming down is from the ground up to the left knee, moving out the way of the left hip. So at the point of contact now, there, that's your impact. Your hips now are aiming that way and your shoulders are that way. So you have actually spun your body out the way before the golf ball's been struck. So if you think about if we line up straight here, if we were sort of straight here with the shoulders and the hips, if we do a 90-degree line, your shoulders and hips are pointing now towards the golf ball. As you're hitting the golf ball, you want them to be pointing in some ways past the golf ball to the left, because your body now will have spun through and twisted through, so your sternum will be pointing to the left of the golf ball. So at the setup, it's pointing down at it. At the point of contact, it'll be aiming there somewhere as we're twisting our body through. But if the body stops, the hands take over, it can cause a quick hook, or what you'll do to compensate for that is sort of the old cover drive, as you said, hold onto the club face, and you get the push to the right there. And then you find you're playing golf on the golf course, but you're going left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, not really knowing when and where it's going to go. And invariably you'll find it goes left when there's out of bounds, or trouble left, and right when there's trouble right, because that's just golf, I'm afraid. So yeah, get yourself lined up. It's worth in practice having a club on the ground, just so you start getting used to what does that feel like. Because you started moving the club to your feet when the club was in the right spot. Because you assumed it was left, wasn't it?
Little sticks.
Yeah, you can use a golf club. You use a golf club.
So I kept looking at the clubs and saying, the club's not pointed at the target.
I think a lot of people do struggle with alignment. It's something difficult to do from the side to line up, but if we can practice doing it, and then when you sit there now, look at the target. What does that look like? My feet are here, my club's there. What does that actually look like aiming at that spot, rather than sort of just doing it and it doesn't feel right? Look at the ball, hit it and go, where did it go? Try and build up that sort of confidence and understanding of what an aim straight feels like. Okay? Once you're aimed up straight, get that lower half twisting through. If the lower half twists better, as you said, the feeling your hips have come through before the ball, that right foot will stay in a much more balanced position. It will roll up onto its toe rather than jumping forward towards the golf ball. Okay, make sense?
Okay,
Happy days.